Hello, monkey. Okay. We are rather far with the first fight now. The only thing that is missing from the major things is the turntable, and the rest is like making the cameras look good, adding skip functionality, so polishing things. But right now we just need that one turntable for the artifact competitor. And for this, what do we do? Let's see. Iron battle system, competitor, artifacts, and we need the summoner one to see what we do there. Because in summoner we just say, hey, switch formation, and then we tell the orblings to do something with this thing, and they in turn bind to this thing, which has a notifier from this thing, and then we arrive in unregister from competitor, which then, when does this get called? Never? Oh, hey Phil! Oh, don't worry, everything's fine. You're here now, so that's good. I'm not expecting people to be forced to join my streams, don't worry. How am I doing? I'm pretty tired. I'm so tired. How are you? Need to understand where we are actually Yeah, I guess we just need to do this after the turntable is turned. Copy that over. Wait, artifact does it already. We have this copied, that's the thing, okay. I see. How many levels are you planning to do? Oh, my tea's ready. Get that bag out. It needs to cool a little bit more. This thing will not happen. Just say that, and then we need to start the turntable, and then this thing needs to happen. And how do we do the turntable? We have to switch formation. Just set the thingy to here. We have the formation turner we can use. Start formation turning. Then we can like set this to a value, I guess, a turning target value. I see. And you're almost done. So we need target rotation. Now the question is, does this thing understand how to interpolate to another rotation, or do I need to do it manually? So if this thing is at fire right now, this is then 0. If I do plus, is that then clockwise turning? We need to find that out real quick. Add cube. So, and then wait. Add this clockwise, which means we have 6 elements, 360, it's 60 degrees each. So if we turn clockwise, I need to open my formation thing again. Fine. Here it is. Paint. So if we are in fire, oh, I didn't even save it. That's interesting. Doesn't matter. If we are on fire and want to go to crystal, we need to go minus 60 degrees and then have it here. Let's see. I need to write these down. The fire is 0. Water is minus 120. Water, earth, plus 60, no, plus 120. Lightning is 180. And then air is 60. And crystal is minus 60. So how do we translate this into the rotator? As far as I know, if we use the rotator itself to manipulate these things, sometimes it just derps out very, very badly. So I might want to add my own angles, loads, and then just translate it through or set it as the rotation. Time for some tea. Are you a tea drinker, Phil? So hot. Ah. Okay, fire. Ah, I see. I just started last year, like end of October, something like that. For that I only drank tea like when there was an opportunity, I guess. But now I'm drinking it daily. Turntable angle. And it is 0 normally. We also need a target turntable angle. And we need... what do we need? Current or source. So I can interpolate from there. I was thinking to use a curve so it can speed up and slow down for the turning. Of course, the more the distance, the faster it would go then. But that's fine because we want the turns to be always the same own mind. Let's say I have a turntable, like a 2D one. I always want the thing to turn in the z-axis. So if I'm here and here, of course the shortest one would be in the 2D plane, no problem. But what does it do if it's exactly on the other side? If it then turns like 3D on this side, that's not a good thing. So I would need to lock it down, but I don't see a angle lock here. I'm for tea. But thank you. I didn't know that there was a shortest path. And a constant interpolate too. Good to know. How are you doing, Scene? Ah. Nice to hear. Do I need this? No, I don't need this. Had to help a family member with something. I haven't done serious game death in a few days. Oh, damn. What did you help with, though? I think I should stay positive. 0 plus 360. Oh no, my mouse battery is running low. Topsoil from a hardware store and rake it into a yard. Oh no! I mean, I know how to do it. I don't know if it's elegant, but I did this a lot of times in my job. I always had to turn things in a 2D plane. I rather know my own way to do it. So let's say we are in source and now we have to look at two paths. We have to look let's draw this to make it more visible. So let's say we have a circle and here's the 360 and 0 point. If we are at, let's say 10, this is our source, is 10, and target 1 is here at 180. Target 2 is at 280 or something. So we have to look at this path and this path. This path would be 180 minus 10 let's say, actually this is 70 to just make it more clear. And the other one would be 360 minus 170 plus 10. Right? This would be 160, and this is 200. 200. And since both ways combined need to be 360, and this plus this is 360, this is the correct way to do it. So we just need to say target minus source, or 360 minus target plus source. And then we have both ways. And depending on which one is shorter, we go positive or negative, or clockwise or counterclockwise. And of course, if we are at 0 and going to 180, we just take one side, doesn't matter. Yeah, that should do it. Now, of course, if I want to go to the other side, I would need to go to minus though. I guess that's fine. So we are between 360 and minus 360 then. We want to do stuff. But if we are at 280 and want to go to 10, then we would need to go to 370. So actually we are between minus 360 and 720. Just need to make sure that the source is then reduced to the middle point again. That should work. Okay. So, we have target, we have source. Target minus source. And and 60 plus source. For angles, it would be A plus normalized axis what's the normalized axis though? B minus A multiplied alpha. Does that take the shortest path though? Say A and BA. So 10 and 160. Normalize accesses from Unreal and brings a value back to mine on this. This one, I guess. B minus A into normalized multiplied by alpha, which fine, and then plus A. That makes no sense. Wait, there's another. Okay, this is in a thing, but we need A, which is source, that goes here. So like this? That makes no sense. Or does it? Maybe it does because of source. So this should do it then? I wonder. You have to test this little function here. Yeah, I mean, alpha is always the from A to B. That's fine. Amps an angle to the range of minus 180 to 100. I then also keep my stuff in minus 180 and 100. Probably this can manage that, but okay. Let's try this out. Let's try this out in a little test case. Okay. A, B, alpha, and then key A, and alpha. And then we just take this, rotator, set. I mean, just set rotation. Yeah, like this. And do this. That should do it now, right? Boop. Let's see. Right now it's at 0, pointing upwards. If I say 70, this should still point upwards. And if now I say this is 0.5, it should be somewhere around there. Yes. Well, it's not live, but 180. Which path do you take? This one. And if I say 180 and 1, it should be on the other side. Perfect, it works. Very good. $359 on there, so this will be now almost no change. 180 should be that correct. Yeah, great. This works. Thank you, Phil. This makes Ah, wait, then I don't need this even, probably. Wait. I don't need this. Can I make this into a custom event? No. Art formation turning. Event. Whoops. Start formation turning. This. Oh. Start this. Is correct. This is correct. This is correct. And now we just need to go to this thing and set relative rotation with the turntable angle as then when this is finished needs to be target this. Could even go ahead and say that the source is now the target, but we already do it here, so that's fine. Okay, this should work already, which means we just need to oh, it already works. Perfect. So we don't need this. I just put this here and then it's fine. Ah, but now we also need to call that the thing is done, right? That's one thing we still need to do. Right. Fire. Huh? Okay. And then we need this. When this is actually done. Where does this get red? First, we probably getting ready, and this is probably in a timer or something. Oh, that's the artifact. Yeah, we need to delete this one. Checking it. This in a timer? Try. Yes, this is always trying. Good. So this fires. Just need to connect these now and we are done. The water, earth, lightning, air, and crystal. Okay. Let's see if it works. So we are on red. It should be red because this guy also can fire, but we can't switch to crystal now. Can we actually? This goes to earth. I'm not sure if this works, but something happened there. And it worked, yes. The only thing I like to add here is probably a curve that translates a 0 to 1 into a curved 0 to 1. So it is not a very, very forced turn. Like a gear. It should be like accelerating and deaccelerating. In my opinion. Like if I go to, let's say, Earth. I don't know, it has no feeling in it, in my opinion. Load, and we call this the competitor artifact turning curve. And we can add E at key. This is at 1 1. That's 0. And then we do this like user. And this could already work. Maybe. Could I also add here one and then make this like so. Maybe this is good. And then we just go here and then get float curve. What was it? Curve float get. Okay, let's just make a float first. Get value. Okay, we really need the curve here. Turntable. I mean, the fight also needs to be winnable. Right now, this is the order of the elements it passes, but I feel like 12 is too much. Red, cyan, yellow, blue. And then instead of, again, yellow, it should be green. And then we discard everything else. Red, cyan, yellow, blue, green, magenta. Or should I make it so that it goes a certain order, like RBG, cyan, yellow, magenta, or we could follow the rock, paper, scissors path. Fire is good against air. Air is good against earth. Earth is good against lightning. Lightning is good against water. Water is good against crystal. I think that's the way to go, right? Okay, let's change this. Oh, my mouse needs to be wired now. Annoying. One. So instead of 12, we now will have 6. So. And then we start with fire. Wait. Yeah, fire. Then go to air. Fire, air. Earth. Lightning. Water. Crystal. We now also need to reduce the damage, or no, increase the damage it does. Where was it? So this thing is now 6. And this thing. Damage calculation. Damage is fine. It's now 1. So let's go and win a fight, I guess. I mean, it's unwinnable since there is no effect at the end. But let's go. So first we need from fire. We need magenta. I guess when this is successful, the next thing we should do is implement the skipping. Although I never tested if it's even possible or not right now, so... Okay, from fire it will go to air now. And air's weakness is fire. So if we now keep going with the elements that it was before, we just win. So now we switch to air. We switch to earth. Lightning. Sure. And that's the last thing, right? And I feel like 6 is still way too much. Maybe 3 HP is the way to go, but then I cannot have all elements. And it's restored. No more wiggling. So with this, we would have won the match. Just need to implement the winning stuff. Ugh. I feel like fight is way too long if you don't know what to do. Maybe that's fine. We could even make it so that the crystal changes its element every 2 rounds, and you would need to guess what color to test it against. But I think such a puzzle right at the beginning of the game feels like a little too forced. Like you want to play the game, right? You don't want to make a puzzle. the start of the game. I feel like this fight needs to be faster and easier, and I don't know if it feels stupid if I have only 3 HP, because the crystal does not get to all the colors. Yeah, works. We go to fire now. Yeah, this feels a little better already because it's only one attack. But I don't know what you would feel if you don't know with what to attack, because of course you wouldn't know. You just jump in and then you have these colors. How would you know which color is to defeat the other color? You have no idea. You're just betting. So for that instance, this could be maybe too long of a fight. I guess at some point you would figure it out, no? Oh, I made a mistake. Oh no, I didn't make a mistake. I wanted to test if we can skip things. Skipped, but hey, it works. It actually works. Oh, but the color change didn't work. It doesn't change the color when we skip. It does do the damage for the laser, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So the only thing we have to add for the skipping is the color change. How do we do that? Color change. How do we do the skipping stuff or the other stuff? Skip. What about turning? Are we using the heal procedure? Hey Danjo! Hello! Hmm. Where am I setting this to be? Special thing. One? Definitely not there. Here maybe? No. Ah, multi-attack here. After charge. Oh. Target type is elf. See. How do we get there though then? Timed ability. Ah, okay. I understand. For the change. AD, I don't think. Parent has more things to check, but not that important. Now we need to do this, I guess. And then it need to change the color, but it would not be instant in this case. Would still interpolate. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? At least that worked. We cannot skip the turning. That's something we have to do. But the color change, etc. works now. It seems to damage it. And we won. So the only thing that's still needed is the skipping or the turning. I'm not sure how we did it here. Let's see. Round begin, teleport all Orplings. Battle controller. That's a problem. Time we don't have it. But we can use it here. Teleport flying Orplings to targets. Perfect. And then... but we have a timeline. God damn it. So now we need to stop the timeline and go directly here. I mean, it's possible. We don't need this probably. Yeah, we don't have a Orplings waiting. Get rid of that. Let's make a custom event skip turning. And then skip turning this. Then here we do sequence. Stop this and go directly here. Let's see if this works. So we skip to magenta here. Yep, works. Nice, now we can skip everything we want. We need fire. Air, earth, lightning, water, and we won. Okay. So quality of life's functions work too now. Now what we have to do is get rid of all these warnings and errors and make the fight actually winnable, and then maybe work on the UI. I'm not sure. What do we do first? I guess the winning condition is rather important. How do we do that? How do I tell this thing that, hey yo, fight is over? Do not go to the reward page, just exit to the worlds. Which is problematic because the crystal will be still there with the trigger, so I need to disable that trigger too when we touch it. How would we know that this happens? B. This, the battle end. We have two creates. One is looking for UI signal and one is looking for UI signal. But this is the unbind, so what kind of UI signal are you waiting for? Fate reached. Interesting. Ending fate is then what we are searching. One? No. Death and battle? That can't be right. Aha! Here, Summoner does it. Need the same thing, just for the crystal. Receive damage. And then it needs to check, hey, do you still have HP? The end should be happening like... We still need a winning animation thingy, so that when the enemy or you fail, whatever, that it doesn't immediately go to fate, but actually stays at the arena a little bit so you can like understand that it's really done. I guess I will not do that now. What I will do is we will go to the artifact competitor and then check this. If damaged. Not the artifact, no, we need the crystal. This one. Receive damage, we are already here. And now we have to check. Damage. This one. Fighting entity, battle signal. Thing. Good luck. Don't need the up summoner shields. We need this. Battle controller. Get this. Competitor may be a problem. So just need to get the health. Current HP. Get FE current HP. Get current HP. But get current HP. If this is smaller or equal 0, then that competitor has lost. Let's see if it works. Can we actually win now? And go back to the overworlds. So magenta. Oh, one automatically. And it also went to the thingy here. So, we are not actually checking if it's stealth. That's maybe a problem, of course. And then we also need to make sure that the reward page doesn't open. Okay, so magenta, fire, air, earth, lightning, water, and we won. Boom. Now we need to make sure that this thing does not open. And I also saw that there was a second fate happening in the middle of this. But that's not my concern right now. As many things I will refactor this reward page at some point anyway. Don't care. So how do we open the reward page right now? What tells us to open it? That's and UI you defeat last battle. It got bigger battle ends. And then input router UI. Reward page done. Yeah, that's not good. This is always opening the reward page. Just need another if case here to skip it. Reward, battle group, and this should be now skipped. But how do we skip it? Interesting, we are using the wrong thing here. Should be like this. Was a little bug there. To disable flee and go to the competitor. Where's the competitor? Here. To our this thing. And then say who we say? Oh, this is the battle group, never mind. Battle group, where do I find the battle group for this? Here. Can't be escaped. Disable flee. Already has it. So let's try it. There's the give up thing now. It's not good. I'll make so. Where did it put us? That's funny. Okay, Was it here? It was here. I mean, yeah, but I think some people need to first get to know you before they understand that you are not actually attacking them. Disable. Why don't we have it here still? Edit. The group info struct. Oh, this is an instance though. Now this is getting a little awkward. This. Oh, you got to be kidding me, man. Ugh. Indeed. But how come Germans find me really funny? Didn't even save it. Where was it? Here. Get battle competitor 1. And then disable reward page. And with this, we can now say that we don't need the reward page in this. True. Alt. Maybe let's do this. Alrighty. No, I'm the only monkey. No one else is allowed to be monkey. Okay, let's see. Will this work? I didn't actually check. You have to see now. Still open the reward page. But why? Maybe it didn't get the competitor because it was deleted or something? So I guess we are not getting here any from battle thingy. Does this even happen? I don't see it. Doesn't get triggered now. No problem. Right here. And we have this level. Assume this needs to happen. And this doesn't trigger. Print. Ah. It does get there. Why did it work now? Oh wait. It is probably actually just working. But we have some logs in it. Interestingly. Get rid of this. Although we didn't have it before, so that's a little concerning. If this ever happens. We bind it before this, so it needs to happen. It is working. But the camera is not set here. Is that the problem actually? Can we still move? Are we just not at the camera? Oh, we can move. The camera is not just set. Oh, interesting. So actually everything is fine. We just need to get ourselves into the camera again. How do we do that? Where does that happen? We do switch. It goes to this after level shown. Switch to camera. The player. Is this not possible? I mean, it needs to have a camera. That's for sure. We go here and then see. Ah. Is this the one with the camera? Interesting. Are we skipping this part? Print. Okay. Camera switch started, but then it failed to get into there. Interesting. So we are not getting into this, which means it failed somewhere here already. Player defeated is false. This is false. Player 1 is true. Huh? Why would it then not go into this? What's the reason not to get to this? Now this makes absolutely no sense in my head. Why is this code the way it is and it worked perfectly before, and now, and even when I'm looking at it, it makes no sense? Yeah, that makes no sense. Needs to go there and do it. Visibility is there. Player defeated. False. Battle. Queue. Factor the Does it think we are in the queue still? Makes no sense. Why would we want to skip it? I mean, if the player won while it is in the battle queue, then it makes sense, because then we want it to be still in the battle camera. And even then, if the fight starts, the camera goes into a sequence anyway. So why are we skipping that step? Why does this not go here? No matter what. So why was it not like this before? I wonder. Oh, I think I know why. Because of the reward. Because of the reward. Oh, I get it. Did this guy get cleaned up at this stage? I wonder. Now, hopefully, it's not cleaned up. If it is cleaned up, we need to cash it in. Aha! There we go. Works. And we could even go again. Not correct. Alright, so the first intro fight is now playable from start to finish. And when it's done, it would need to start a sequence, a cinematic or whatever, where we see that the sphere is getting a rift, black void sphere, and some kind of orb-plane goes through it and then fights us first. We get defeated, and then it fights the crystal, and then things happen. But before that, we should clean up all the things, all the errors, etc. Make the cameras work, and then we need to tackle the sequence part, I guess, and all that jazz. Before we do that, let's see what I wrote. Need neutral fight start explosion. That's just polishing. Implement skipping for intro abilities. That is done. Alright, let's think. I guess we just need to go one by one and then see that we fix these. Now we don't have a UI, that's why this cries, and I don't want to do the UI now. Let's see what's with the rest. That status effect material. This is also UI, this is also UI. Okay, so our tomorrow's priority is to make the UI work. Let's see if the warnings are for that too. Divided by 0, battle UI artifact display. Right, I think they are all related to that. So the only thing left is when we finish the fight and it's trying to do something with our little crystal. We also need to delete this. Anything else? Save everything. Ooh. Let's think. Where does that happen? Wait, can I actually... Here? Perfect. Event begin. Ah, it tries to do it again. Although it is already done. I mean, okay, fine. I can just say if it's valid. If this is... Okay, then let's do 2 valids. Valid, valid. If both true, then go here and destroy it. That should handle that error. Yeah. And these are the only ones there. Boss interactable, not set. Is this a problem? Well, keep going. Maybe you finish level 30 today. So we have a problem here. Because, what is this? Boss. Where are we? Battle controller. Does this do? Cleanup. Interesting. Boss, player 1. Get island routes. Interactables, memorize boss ID for cleanup. Ooh, okay. Ah. That can't work, of course, now. Unless we call it like that boss. I would like to... Wait, we already printed it. But it's a not set. That's a problem. Memorize boss ID. Should I give it a boss ID then? Could even clean it up automatically, but I don't want to clean it up, right? So is it a boss then? I make a new battle type out of it? Like a pain. Unless I could make a special case for it. What should we do? I could look for not set and then make a special case for it, which would then mean that if I forget to add no reward boss. And here, everything else, right, is not equal. Boss if true, else this and goes here. Okay. This will now make it so that this is a no reward boss. Means if it cannot find it and this thing is actually this thing, then we ignore whatever error is. Else we say there. This. Oh, it shouldn't make that error message. It still did it. Boss interactable not set, not be found. Probably doesn't get here. Yes, 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 true. This is stupid. Boss, it's a crystal. I need a switch. Never mind then. Switch. So, standard encounter. Don't care. Summoner. Don't care. Boss. Don't care. File opening, I don't care. Artifact, I don't care. Intro crystal goes in there. Okay. Oop. And there we go. That error is also gone now. Ooh, okay, the rest of the errors we will handle tomorrow by adding the UI elements. Because right now it's looking for these UI stuff, cannot find them. Really doesn't like. What else? The major things are now solved. After this, we need to start a cinematic and get rid of the player interactability, so it cannot collide with the boss again. And the boss needs to stop being jittery, as it's now completed. We might need a reward cinematic that makes it more visible that it is now stopped. But we also need to change its material from whatever the transparent one is into the actual crystal material we have in the overworld. Of course, it looks very bad, and it was my first ever more complicated thing, but when we change it, it should change it here too. Need to add it here. Although I'm not sure what will then happen when we make it fight. We have to see. Maybe I have to just get rid of the crystal itself and add a new mesh in there, which has like multiple components I can animate around. Anyway, I would say that's it for today. I think we made a lot of progress, although it seems slow. But for the little things I have to do, there are so many. It was a good leap to onwards? How would you even say that? Anyway. Alright, who's still here? Let's see. Danjo, Phil, thanks for tuning in. Also thanks for that rotation thing. That helped. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, monkey.